Are you trying to lose weight and still not 100% sure of what type of food you need to eat? Or perhaps you're struggling when it comes to meal prep for the week? Today, we're going to rectify that here on Exchange for Gains.
Exchange for Gains.
What's going on, people, and welcome to where the magic really happens. Today, we're going to go through my meal prep that's worked for me in terms of losing a substantial amount of body fat. And not only that, it's not only worked for me in the past, but it's working for me today in terms of not only getting results, but getting those gains. We're going to go through breakfast, lunch, and dinner in terms of my meal prep. When it comes to food prepping is so essential when it comes to counting your macros and your calories. So by planning your foods, not only are you saving money, not only are you counting your calories, but essentially you're winning at the same time because your long-term results are going to see those gains. So let's dive into it. Let's dive into breakfast. When it comes to breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I like to get my breakfast quite weighty in terms of volume, but at the same time, I try to keep the calories low as possible. So a typical breakfast for me will look like something like this. We've got whole grain traditional oats, almond milk. I tend to include fruits within my porridge as well. So half a banana and a few raspberries. I'll also include a bagel, which will consist of, your traditional standard bagels, 100 grams of egg whites. Again, with the egg whites, it can be any brand of egg whites. I tend to use 2 egg whites. You can get them from Sainsbury's or Tesco's. It's entirely up to you. Bacon medallions to get the extra protein in. You've got to keep your protein high, especially if you're trying to build muscle at the same time, So yeah, bacon medallions, essential. And last but not least, we have a Costa Americano from Tassimo. These coffees are low in calories anyway, so I'll drop a little bit of almond milk in that. And that's me for breakfast. Quick tip, when you're cooking, always try to use low calorie oils. Literally, this olive oil spray is like 1 calorie. So essentially, it's next to nothing. So when you're cooking, especially when you're trying to lose weight or lose that body fat, low calorie oils. Something I tend to prepare simply because it's easy to do. I mean, preparing porridge and a bagel takes all of 20 minutes. And when it comes to the coffee, the machine does it. Or even if you're doing it manually by hand, 5 minutes, 10 minutes max. So breakfast is not something I tend to prepare. What we're really here for is lunch. When we're at work, we tend to go to the vending machine, or we tend to go for that katsu curry down the road, or we tend to go for that Subway sandwich. This is what we're really here for. Counting those calories, getting that lean physique, and ensuring that our weight loss in terms of the food we're eating is on point. First things first, we've got 4 pieces of chicken breasts weighing approximately 170, 180 grams each. What we're going to do, we're going to prepare the chicken breast. There's little bits of fat on it. We're going to cut that off. Obviously, we're going to wash it first, make sure it's nice and clean, yeah? Season it up and prepare it. So first thing first, chicken breast. As you can see, the chicken breast is very much seasoned, ready to pop in the oven, I think. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put some foil paper around it, put it on a nice tray, cover it in foil, because as I was saying before, chicken breast, if you don't cook it right, it can literally be so dry. So we're going to cover it in foil, make it nice and hot, allow the juice to absorb within that foil, and yeah, take it out, and we're ready to rock and roll. Just be mindful in terms of the amount of salt take you're using when it comes to seasoning your chicken. If you're someone that likes to season your meats like I do, drinks, just be mindful of the amount of salt intake, because with these seasonings they do tend to have a lot of salt within them. So just be mindful and be careful with them, yeah, because as they say, a lot of salt is not good for the heart at all. Next, we're going to chop up some sweet potatoes. For me, it's always important to involve some sort of carb within my lunch and dinner. We're going to chop these up, make sure they're nice and small. Don't like my potatoes chunky. Give them a little bit of seasoning and put them in the oven. So yeah, sweet potatoes are next. As you can see, sweet potatoes are prepped. They've cut into pieces, well seasoned, and these are ready to pop in the oven. And then we're ready to go in terms of serving our portions for the week. And finally, we're going to include some frozen vegetables within our lunch. These are a mixture of cauliflower and broccoli. I'll have around 100 grams of broccoli and cauliflower per day within my lunch. So it gives me my carb, my protein, and my veg, so I'm sorted. So we've got our breakfast sorted out, nice and healthy, full of volume. We've got our lunch sorted out in terms of protein, carbs. We've got our veg in there. But throughout the day, let's be realistic. A lot of us are sweet tooths. So we'll go for maybe a chocolate or some sort of sweet. You know, I'm a massive fan when it comes to Haribos. Massive fan. But what can I eat that will substitute that craving? These are my substitutes when it comes to snacking. So we've got no added sugar jellies. These are so fantastic. I love them so much. You wouldn't even know they're no added sugar because they taste like standard jelly anyway. And when it comes to my substitute in terms of craving for the Haribos, these are the ones. I also love these protein yogurts. These are Arla protein yogurts. I think you could get them from either Sainsbury's in the UK or perhaps Tesco's as well. You know, they're 200 grams per pot. In terms of protein, they're quite high in protein as well. They've got 10 grams of protein per pot. So in terms of whether I wanted, so forget the Haribos for a minute. If I wanted any form of sweet, like I don't know, a Starburst or anything along those lines, I want something healthy in terms of high protein as well, in terms of I can incorporate within my diet. These yogurts are the one. They come in different flavors. I mean, I love my strawberries because I'm a big strawberry fan anyway. But they come in blueberry, and I think they come in passion fruit as well. All banging flavors, all nice. So yeah, definitely incorporate. If you are a yogurt fan, definitely incorporate one of these within your diet plans. Also, as an alternative, if I am going to eat any form of crisps or chocolate bars, I tend to go for these snacks from Muscle Foods. This one is cookies and creams, and this one is a barbecue flavor sort of crisps. Not only are they healthy, but they're actually high in protein for particular snacks or chocolate bars. So yeah, instead of getting your regular Kit Kat, your Snickers, or sort of like your Mars bars, just go for these snacks. Not only are they healthy, but high in protein, so you're killing two birds with one stone. If I'm training in the morning or perhaps in the afternoon, I will include a protein shake within my diet. Protein shake is not something I will drink every day. Literally, you got to remember what protein shake is. It's a substitute in terms of if you cannot get the amount of protein within your macros per day, in terms of the amount of protein you need, then you will use sort of like a weight gain or a protein shake. Don't be drinking protein shakes just like it's just a normal juice, because instead of losing weight, you'll put on weight. So in terms of myself, I will only drink a protein shake simply after a workout, and I'm working out 4 days a week. So if I'm not working out on a Tuesday, I won't have a protein shake. I'll try and, you know, incorporate another form of protein instead of having that protein shake. Fair enough, if I can't get that protein in and I need, you know, I don't know, 30 grams of protein, then yeah, I'll grab that protein shake and drink it. But I don't drink protein shakes just for the sake of it. Overall, this brand for me has been amazing. I mean, gold standard whey, banana flavor, 24 grams per portion when you're serving. It's been absolutely amazing. It's not only worked for me in terms of losing body fat, but in terms of actually trying to build muscle as well, because at the moment I'm on a lean bulk. So this particular whey, you know, it's not something I'm actually put off by. You know, you get some of these wheys that literally taste disgusting. This actually tastes like banana milkshake. Or I've tried the strawberry flavor, and it actually tastes like strawberry flavor milkshake. So not only does it taste good, but it works for me anyway. If you've got any allergies or anything like that, make sure you check or consult your doctor before taking one of these. And for dinner, we have some brown rice, some string beans, and some lovely salmon, which I absolutely love. Low in calories, healthy. Again, you've got your carb, you've got your veg, and again, you've got a lovely fish to go with it. And what's really important, people, that you have to incorporate without any failure when you're dieting is water. Try and drink as much water as you can throughout the day. I'm not going to tell you how much you should drink. There are people out there that will suggest you drink this amount or you should drink that amount. What I would say, if you're first starting off and you're not really used to drinking a lot of water throughout the day, drink as much as you can in terms of what you're comfortable with. Don't go overboard, you know, because at the end of the day, this is something that's a marathon. It's never a sprint. So don't try and drink so much water that you're fully bloated that you cannot eat no more. Drink a good amount of water, and then throughout the next couple of weeks, months, and so on and so forth, that water intake will increase. But definitely just bring a litre with you. And if you drink it all, fair enough. If you don't, no problem. But try and drink as much water as you can throughout the day. Okay, my good people, that's all from me for today. If you're feeling this channel, feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Exchange for kings. Move it, Karen. Time I made those lifestyle changes. Do it like Darren.